Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes and welcome to the last couple of days of the 100-day project. We are on day 98 and we're doing vintage style Jabots. So I just made a couple here to try out and see what will work. I did try this one with fabric tack, but as you can see it's very flat at some points because the fabric tack kind of spreads. It is less bulky than with the glue gun, but I would still do it with the glue gun because it's so bulky. As you can see, it's a lot of that jewel is very bulky. And this one too. I probably will use these on the front page or the cover of a journal, so I don't think the bulk is such a big deal, and I don't like how the fabric tack kind of spread there, so I might take the jewel off this one and redo it. Anyway, just a couple of things. Then I'll show you in a minute how I did it. I knew this was coming, so I did buy some of the jewels. This one is very big, but it can definitely still work on a larger ribbon. Like if you use a wider ribbon, maybe we'll do some of that. I did buy these on Amazon, and there is the code. Maybe I searched up flat back jewels and that's what came up, so I left them in the baggies. Oh, this one doesn't have anything, but this was a flat back jewel as well. And this one, let's see if I can get that on the right spot. This one I got from Amazon too, and they look like this. The other thing, if you do not want to buy these jewels, if you're thinking, well, you know what, that shininess and the gold is not for me, I also brought a couple of just charms that we can use in the middle and see how that goes. I also have some of these. That's nice and small and round that I thought might work. So let's just start and see how it goes. The other thing that you also can do is, and Tina added some lace. If you have a collar, we'll do that too. So let's just do one and see how it goes. I need ribbon. Let's do this one. And so what I did was to just decide how big I want my loop to be, and then you need 3 of them. So if you're mass making and you're going to make a couple, then you can just cut, say 9 or 12 of these the same length. And then all I did is I kind of more or less looked for the middle, put a dab of hot glue down. The other disadvantage of the fabric tack and the advantage of the hot glue is that the hot glue dries immediately. With the fabric tack, I was sitting there holding it down for the fabric tack to dry. But if you don't like hot glue, then obviously fabric tack is another option. So you just glue them shut and just make sure, I just kind of made sure that they have that dimensional look, because it just looks nicer than when they're flat. So I just go in more or less half a small amount of hot glue. You don't need a lot. And just press the glue down maybe as well as possible, so that's too much, so you don't have that amount of bulk, but don't burn your fingers. Still have burned my finger the other day and I'm still have a blister due to that. So the hot glue can be, just be careful, and of course don't let your children play with the hot glue gun. Okay, so then you have 3 of them. and 3 of them and a lot of hot glue strings. Then you put another little one in the middle and just kind of make a cross with them like this, and then turn it so it makes an X, and then in the middle again you're just going to put one on the front. Okay, and then we need a, let's use that one, a jewel. And again, so as you can see, there's a lot of hot glue in here. I don't know if you will pick up, but there's a lot of glue in there, and then the jewel on top. Let's make one with a collar, as Tina called it, a collar. Let's just use this one. So all you need is, I'm going to take that off, I don't know why. This one, you're just going to fold in some lace like this, more or less, and put some glue on the back. And again, don't burn yourself. Just need to get a little more glue on there for that corner. And then you have a collar on the bottom. So say for instance, I just want to grab this journal here, because there's not a lot. This journal I kept very simple, but if, say for instance, I add this on the bottom or here, just glue it on there, it just immediately adds some glamour to the journal. But this is great for a journal cover for sure. Why does this not want to stick on there? And then if you don't add this bulky jewel on the front, you can definitely add them to like, say for instance, a tag or a journaling cover or a pocket. Let's do one with and we'll use some of these flatter just charms. Just want to find one. We can use this little owl maybe with the blue. Anyway, so we're going to just decide how big we want those pieces of ribbon. Say something like that. I should just, well, once we start mass making, I don't have to do that every time, obviously. Excuse me. So we'll have 3. And again, I'm just going in on the middle, more or less. A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. And if you press that down while it's still hot, then you can make the bulk less for sure. As you can see, I'm not adding even a lot of the glue. Fighting with the glue. Okay. There. And then you're just going to make a little X and then another one in there in the middle, and then add your charm. So I'm thinking with this, it is definitely way less bulky than this. I don't know if the camera would specifically pick up the bulk, but yes, it's definitely way less bulky if you just use a flat charm, or maybe even if you just use a flat back pearl, that might be less bulky too. Play around with it. There's obviously a lot of options and a lot of other things you can do. And I think once you, it's like the little ribbons. Oh, I have how did I manage this? It's like the ribbons, those little ribbons we made. Once you have them in your stash, I think you'll be using them more, just because they're on hand. I wouldn't think to make these specifically for a tag. I think I don't, yeah, it's like I said, same thing with those ribbons. If you have them in a little container and you can simply add them to your tag, then it's so much faster than making brand new ones. That's my thinking. So let's do a couple of wider ones. So we'll use those bigger jewels since I have them. When I ordered them, I wasn't sure how big they'll be, so I just ordered a couple of different ones. Throw those out too. Let's see this one. So yes, 2 more days and then we're done. I can't believe it. Day 98. Sure. Anyway, it's been a very busy time for sure for me with this, but it was fun. I would definitely do it again next year. I've watched a couple of people do their 100-day projects. I'll just mention a couple quickly. Did I watch a lot? I watched Hazel Annika Designs. Artie Mays did a book page one, which was great. Seven Plaza. Crafting by the River. Marta Manningross, Bohemian Crafting. They all did 100-day projects this year, which I followed, and it was a lot of fun seeing what they're up to and how far they are. I think most started at the same time in April. I think it started the 21st, I think, or 21st of March maybe. Can't remember, it feels like a lifetime ago. And if you were following along with the website, I think that was the date that they suggested, but other people started on their own time a little later or earlier, and so they're on different days of their 100-day project. Not everybody's doing a video every day either, so that is interesting too. And it's just something you just need to make a small project every day for 100 days. That's the main thing I think around this. That's how I understood it anyway. And yeah, there's no obligation. They suggested that you have kind of a theme, so you keep coming up with ideas for 100 days, and that's why I decided to do Tina's mask making projects, just because I always wanted to do it, number one. And number two, then I don't have to think of an idea each day. So thank you to Tina for all your wonderful projects. I will link her video again in the description box, like I did every day, because these ideas definitely weren't mine, and some of her ideas she got from other people as well. That's just how it kind of goes. Let's make one of this. For most of us, it's difficult to think of new things all the time, so you can always take somebody else's idea as long as you give them credit, and then maybe adjust it. And I mean, most of these things, because it's so basic kind of thing, that it's not like it is rocket science anyway, so I don't think most of us can claim that an idea is originally ours. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm just cutting a couple of ribbons here, so the cutting is done and I can do the gluing. Yeah, I woke up early again today to do some paper dyeing, but the wind, it started out fine, but then the wind picked up and my papers were all over the place. I was running around the garden trying to pick up papers and make sure they don't get wet. So yeah, no paper dyeing today. I think I'll work in the garden, because with a bit of a breeze it's not that hot. After I'm done with my video, still after all the rain we had last week, it is like the weeds just took over. I barely can see plants in my garden. Honestly, it's incredible. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I have a lot of cleaning to do in the garden for sure. And now with the wind blowing, dust, let's just keep on complaining. All of these elements, nature elements, are causing me extra work. Anyway, it's all good. You need to clean your house anyway every day, so. Okay, let's see how far we get with all of these. I have one more ribbon that I'll cut, and then I probably have enough. Or maybe I'll do that purple one, because I might have a purple project for this one. And so yes, it is day 98, so only 2 days left if you want to participate in the giveaway. The giveaway nominees is for today is Jeans. I'm sorry, I never know how to pronounce your name. And Peggy. I will add you to the list, and soon we'll be doing the draw. And I'll mail out an envelope filled with ephemera that I've made from day 51 all the way through to day 100, because we did a giveaway on day 50 as well. Maybe I'll do this one too. I like this ribbon. I should do one more. If I don't finish everything on camera, it's cut and I can just do the gluing afterwards if it takes too long and it gets too boring. Okay, There, let's start gluing. Let's do this one first, and I think I'm going to put this on my glue book here, just so I have it away from my arms and I don't burn myself like I did the other day. Ouch, it was pretty painful, so be careful of the glue gun. Yeah, so I think a couple of people are following along with other people. I think I watched Bohemian Crafting. She is following Marta from Seven Plaza, her projects, and that was newspapers they were using. Very interesting. I'm just concentrating not to burn myself. I probably should glue these together, otherwise I'm just going to end up with a mess again. Let's do that quickly. And this one is done. And we can add colors onto them later. Yeah, we're having a lot of wildfires in Canada at the moment, and so the wind blowing today with all the heat we've had this week is concerning for sure. Because we can end up with wildfires in the summer. Okay. So let me know if you have made these before and if you've used them and how you've used them. Maybe there's other ways that I didn't think of that you can use them for. Like I say, they are a little bulky, but that's just the jewel. So if you use maybe just a flat back pearl, it might still be good. I think I like them better without the collar. The collar just makes it a little fussy for me. But I will make a couple, or I can always add a collar if I decide that that's what the journal cover needs. And I just kind of push them so they keep their shape. I don't want them to be too flat. And when you're gluing them, they can look a little flat. Okay, let's make some of these bigger ones. And of course you're covered in glue, but that's nothing new. If you're doing this kind of thing, you're always covered in glue. Yes, and I cleaned my glue gun. I still can use a little bit of cleaning, but I've said before, Cheryl from the Journal Cottage, she just changed her channel name. Before she was just Cheryl Talifas. Now she's the Journal Cottage. She, and I mean maybe most of you already are doing this, she uses hand sanitizer to clean off the glue from her fingers and just, in general clean her craft room. And I can tell you, the hand sanitizer even works for your glue gun. I just thought maybe I'll try it and see. Where's that third little one? Can't find the third one for this, but I see the third one for these. So anyway, thank you, Cheryl, for that tip. And definitely go watch Cheryl's channel. She has amazing other tips. I have made a list of things that I've learned from her since I started watching her channel, and things that I want to do that she's shown on her channel. Cheryl, if you go this way, continue on with all your great tips. I might just have to do a 100-day project following all your projects next year. And I hope you're doing well today, Cheryl. Okay. Yeah, so this is again a great project for in front of the TV if you just have an extension cord for your glue gun. Or if you prefer the fabric tack, then you'll definitely have time to wait for the fabric tack to dry. And it's actually pretty relaxing, I have to say, because there's no thinking involved. It's just repetitive. And I do like to do repetitive things. Don't ask me why. I just find it very calming. I think that's why I like slow stitching, because if I don't know a lot of stitches and you're just doing the one stitch after the other to finish your project, and you've done the thinking and the planning in advance, you're just, just chucking along, doing your thing, relaxing. This is kind of like that too. Okay. Let's see, I'll do this dark one. Don't know if I'll do all of these on camera. I was obviously very thinking this. It's just not very entertaining, I suppose, for you guys to watch, so I won't do all of them while recording. I know one year Rachel, when she did the 100-day challenge, she asked people to send in suggestions of things that they wanted to see, and you obviously need 100, so you'll need enough people participating in suggestions. That might be another nice theme for next year. Okay. Okay, I need a little bit of, just get rid of some of the glue. I'm wondering if we do one with just, sorry, I have a lot of glue on my fingers now. I did put some hand sanitizer on. I'm just sitting here. I have this, that, I think they call it almost like a seam. It's not seam binding, but seam ribbon maybe. It's just a thin lace. I'm wondering if we do one with this, how it would look. Let's just try. But I'm very scared of burning my fingers here, because this is just lace. And I have burned myself. One year I did. I decided to ask, when the kids were little in their playroom in the basement, I had baskets from IKEA, and those IKEA storage units, so they can put their toys back away each day. Ouch. Anyway, but the baskets were scratching the unit, so I decided to add some, just go buy that cheap felt from the dollar store and add some felt underneath the baskets so it won't scratch up the unit, the wood. And then when they're dragging the baskets on the hardwood floor, the baskets won't scratch the hardwood floor. Anyway, but oh my, I burned my fingers so bad because I would put the felt on the glue gun on the felt, and then press it on the basket, but then it would ooze through. Oh my, it was not a good sight. And since then, I have to say I am a bit weary of the glue gun for sure. It is not something to play around with. Okay, I will finish those ones off camera. Here are the ones that we did make. We did what? These two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm a little premature, I know, because I haven't even added oh, I have glue. Oh, sorry, glue everywhere. I'm thinking with this one, maybe we'll just add that on the bottom just to give it a little bit of, and I probably will use okay, let's do that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there to keep it, and then add it to the back, and then add this big fat, it is a very big jewel, this one, but I mean on a journal cover it won't look that overpowering. And if you don't like the white, I'm thinking you can almost, pretty sure if you just want to make it a little look older, then you can add some antique or just some ink. I'm so sorry. The bird is up on the roof again. He or she is driving me nuts. Let's see, that's an option. This one is too small because it doesn't cover that middle ribbon. Okay, I think this one's the best one for this. I need more glue. Okay, and this one. We'll add this one on there. Okay, I moved it. This, shall we see if we have some, maybe some silver. I have to say the sparkle looks really good on it. Let's do the bee. Yeah, Tina made some beautiful ones with the polka dot ribbons. I don't have that many. I think these I bought years ago at the dollar store. This one probably needs a big thing again. And shall we add, kind of feel with the royal blue the color will be fine. Shall we add a color to this? I'm just going to kind of shape it before I put the glue down. Doesn't matter which side you put the glue. Okay, lost the color. I probably want it this way. Okay. glue fingers. Okay, this definitely needs a little bit more concentration, and then if you have a crazy giant bird on your roof, it doesn't help to keep the focus. Okay, that one's done. And the purple one, and I'm wondering, do I want, let's see how that will look. We have, yeah, I do think I want to do that again. I did like the look of that. Okay, so we'll do that. It will go on there. Oops. And the giant glue, jewel on top. It looks pretty cute. But like I said again, the bulk restricts your use of it a little bit, or maybe if you put it on, you know, like a tall tag where this would show up above the page, where it kind of would sit like that on the tag tall enough so this would kind of just peek out on the page. I think that would be nice. Just trying to think of ways, like I say, if you have any, if you've used these and have any other suggestions. Don't like that. Don't really like that one either. What colors are in here? I think that one will work. This one might be a little too long, but it is done. I should have made some yellow ones so I could add that little flower, the little daisy would be cute in the middle of a. Then let's see, I did have a thin yellow one. Let's do this quickly. Anyway, because this would be a nice flat one. That charm is very flat and small and just cute. Okay, leave me alone. Hot glue strings. Yeah, so hopefully over the weekend we can get rid of this. I think it might be a crow, because there's a black bird that's been flying back and forth, and my little cat, she's been staying inside the house, and she's usually outside. She loves being outside in the sun during the day, but lately she has been staying inside, and I think it's because she's scared of that, whatever kind of bird it is. It's either a crow or maybe I don't think it's a blue jay, but anyway. So if it has a nest on the roof, then hopefully on the weekend we can get rid of the nest and get rid of this crazy stalker on my roof. Ah, that looks so cute. Anyway, we have one more and then we're done. Which one shall we put on here? The decisions. I like that one. Okay, and there is our vintage Gabations, or Jabots. These are Jabots. That's what Tina called them. Are done, and they are pretty cute. Not cute, they can be very elegant, I think, on a. So yeah, these two, this one I've done with the fabric tack, and as you can see the difference, it's the same ribbon, same bead, Can you see it just, the glue gun just, and maybe I just spread too much glue on here, I don't know. But the fabric tack definitely makes the ribbon more flat, and once it's glued, it's difficult to take apart. So I would say in my opinion, the glue gun works best for this, and it's the fastest. But anyway, there they are, and you'll be seeing me using them in the future when I'm doing journal covers, because I think I'll mostly be putting them on journal covers. Thank you for watching, and I know this probably wasn't very exciting to watch me make all of these, but it gives you another idea to add to your stash. And then Jean and Peggy will put you in the run for the draw on day 100. And I'll list all those other channels as well if you want to go watch and see what they're doing. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.